We've been keeping up with the Chase Stokes and Madelyn Cline breakup over the past few weeks. It looks like Madelyn Cline has been hanging out with Zack Bia quite often. They were together on New Year's Eve at Stassi, baby aka Noah's New Year's Eve party. They were posting pictures together. Stassi posted a couple of Instagram stories where Madelyn was in it, Zack Bia was in it, and you could tell Stassi,
there's something going on.
There's something going on, obviously. Stassi and Zack Bia are really close friends, so Madelyn being really close with Stassi now is kind of a telltale sign, I think.
Totally.
She's
they were not
the
close
mix.
before this.
No, they were not. They're getting in the mix. Also, shout out Olivia Jade and Jacob Elordi, same New Year's Eve party as well. We saw it first.
Yep.
And that's going on. Good for Madelyn. She seems like she's having a lot of fun. She's entering that Hollywood in crowd. They look like they just have a blast and are just a good time, to be quite honest. Like, they just look like they have a fucking good time wherever they go. And so good for her. She's living her life. She looks great. Love her super blonde hair, by the way. Like, it's been that way for a while, but it looks really good. Anyways, Chase Stokes, on the other hand, is he's from Orlando, so he was home in Orlando and he was at a nightclub, and unfortunately, when you become this person of stature that Chase Stokes is becoming, or maybe not unfortunately, whatever way you want to look at it, you can't just go out to these clubs anymore and think that like no one's going to see you doing anything, right? Like, you get drunk at a club, you do stupid shit, people have their eyes on you when you're Chase Stokes.
I think he was probably okay until, like, he probably was fine all night, and then they turned the lights on.
And then they turn the lights on, and
then they turn the lights on.
You never want to be in the club still when the lights turn on.
That
is a scary moment. And this TikTok went viral of him making out with a girl, lifting her leg up.
Yeah, it was on TMZ.
It was on TMZ. They leave the club. They're getting into a fight with a guy she showed up with.
Girl made that. She also made a whole TikTok like explaining what happened.
Then the girl who he was with popped up on TikTok because she was receiving a lot of hate, which is not right. She shouldn't be receiving hate.
I mean, how did they even find her in the first place?
People, when they become, we've talked about this before, but when people stan culture, when they become so obsessed with something or someone, they will find out literally anything. Like, I don't know how these people
found out who the girl was.
The FBI, I just had the mic fully in my mouth. I felt like Nick Viall. You ever see those podcast clips? The mic is always in his mouth. Anyways, the FBI should hire 12-year-olds to figure shit out, because these stans can find out anything. So they found this girl, we're giving her hate. She doesn't deserve hate. Madelyn and Chase are broken up. They could both do whatever the fuck they want. Chase can hook up with whoever he wants. Madelyn can hook up with whoever they want.
They're both so clearly
They're single.
Post breakup stage.
Whatever. Yes, it's very clear what's going on.
He's partying with his friends at home. She's partying with her new friends because she's got a new guy. And like that's just the way it goes. There's going to be a split. The only thing that I felt like a little like, oh, like I hope everything, big time mom hat coming on, but like I was like, oh, I just hope everything is okay when they go back to set together, because the rest of the cast, they're all in Miami.
You keep talking about the set.
I know, but I worry about the show and how they're all gonna
be
act.
Okay.
They're gonna act together. If it's like gonna be weird for them, they were all in Miami New Year's Eve. 11 was like welcome Outer Banks. Everybody was there, besides Madelyn. So it's like, they're all hanging out with Chase, but Madelyn's not with them. Like, I just hope that the whole cast isn't like, Madelyn, she's with Stassi baby now. Like,
you know what? I bet they are like that a little bit though. If we could sit here and say, no, they're all so happy for Madelyn going out with these people and whatever. And I'm sure some of them are. I'm sure in some way they are. But if you think about this in a real life friend group, right?
Right.
If we're all hanging out and then me or you, right? We start going to hang out with Stassi baby in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be
she's
like,
hanging out with the popular. And she's hanging out with the popular kids.
Yeah.
Not that the Outer Banks kids aren't popular, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To like equate it to high schoolers, like she's hanging out with the popular kids.
We would all be like, oh, Fran's hanging out with Stassi baby now. She doesn't care about us. Yeah. We would still be friends with you. We would still hang out with you if you allowed us to.
It opens up for jokes.
Exactly. It opens up the field for some jokes now. Oh, Madelyn, you think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and obviously if they're that good of friends, they're going to have those jokes and that conversation is going to come about. I think the set's going to be fine, hopefully, but there are...
Like I said, I just love them so much. I just want them all to be friends.
There are so many TikToks of...
in real life.
This is fine. This is a no judgment zone. This is not to judge Chase in any way. More so, I feel a little bad for him that there are so many TikToks of him just fucked up. Like
I feel bad. I feel bad.
Just fucked up, right? And somebody comes up to you, you're gonna be nice, you're gonna talk to them, but they're filming a TikTok of you, you're fucked up, and then all of a sudden that TikTok, because he's so famous now, goes immediately viral, and then all the comments are like, "Wow, he's so fucked up," and all this. It's like, yeah, no shit, he's gonna go out and have fun, and like, I feel bad that these people sometimes just can't live their life without such hard judgment, especially they're going through a break. Yeah, all of them, not just him, but just
because right now recently it's been like about him. It's been a lot about him.
It's like he's going through a hard breakup, I'm sure, even if it seems like they're having a lot of fun. It's not easy. I'm sure they're both going through their shit. And he is 29 years old. He's allowed to go out and have fun and drink and smoke and do whatever he wants. But because they have such younger fans, it immediately gets, like, I saw a TikTok of Madelyn Cline, or it was an Instagram story that got put on TikTok, and it was Madelyn Cline kissing Stassi Baby, and Stassi Baby wrote like my New Year's Eve kiss, right? Just two friends kissing on the lips quickly, quick peck. All the comments were like ripping Madelyn apart, being like, why would she kiss Stassi like that? Like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, young kids don't understand sometimes, right?
Yeah,
and then the judgment is so hard.
Yeah, because it's also it's an adjustment in people, like that. When you fall in love with a show and the people on the show, and then them as friends in real life, you want them to stay exactly the same. And that just doesn't happen. Look at historically, like any popular teen drama, like there are makeups, breakups, marriages, divorces, like so much drama when a show is being filmed. The show continues, of course, but like now it just feels so toxic with like the younger kids sometimes, especially on TikTok, and especially also the people who film these videos in the first place. Like, you know what you're doing, and the need to go viral like is insane to me, that these guys were like, you can so clearly see in some of these videos of Chase, it's like you take that video, you look at it, you're probably like, ooh, like I wouldn't like it if someone posted a video, a stranger, of me like that. And, it goes, everybody sees it, like it's a whole big thing. So it's a lot to handle. And then as well as like the fans seeing them act in maybe different ways than they have like after the first season, when they all hung out together all the time and like there wasn't as much going on because one, we were, lockdown was so severe, they weren't really doing that many things, and now they're like out being social and doing things. And it's just like so much more, they're watched under like a magnifying glass by the people that love them the most. It's tough.
Right. And then you have the people who love them the most then turn on them because of they're not
kissing Stassi Baby.
You're kissing Stassi Baby. I think the funniest comment I read was, and the only reason I talk about comments on TikTok is because they're so, I feel like everywhere else, like I don't read comments on Instagram, and Twitter is just basically comments. It's in general, but on TikTok, they're so sometimes can be really funny. Like in a funny TikTok, that's what the jokes really fly in the comment section or whatever. But then sometimes it's like, whoa! But there's one comment made me laugh so hard because this person must have been 8 years old. Comments. See, guys, she clearly kissed Stassi on New Year's, not Zack Bia. Like, Stassi wrote it was Madelyn was her New Year's Eve kiss. And I was like, this poor kid actually believes that Stassi Baby and Madelyn Cline, were each other's New Year's Eve kisses. Like, come on, let's think about this for a second. But it's so funny and like cute. And that one was like cute to me because it was like, oh, but who knows? I think that we just have to let them have fun, do their thing, and realize that it was, it was one season. They got together. They're no longer together. And people shouldn't expect or force couples to be together. Like, if they don't like each other, they're not going to be together.
Yeah, you know what's funny? And I always kind of think back to like One Tree Hill, like, because those early seasons I was not watching. Like, I was just too young. So now looking back and seeing like Sophia Bush and Chad Montgomery got married and then divorced. Yeah. Like while they were filming the show. And then they were like besties, like for the on the show. Like they weren't romantically together, but there was like still overlap, like of when there was maybe something romantic and like then not and then friends. But like there's so much drama behind so much of these shows, but like because of the social media and everything that we live in now, we analyze it so much. I'm like watching back Montreal's the easiest show for me to watch a million times. And it's like, damn, like they got married.
They got married and divorced.
And then filmed like 3 or 4 more seasons together.
And it was great.
Yes.
And you couldn't tell if you didn't know if you didn't know watching it, you would never be able to tell.
You would never have been able to tell.
Same thing with Rachel Bilson and Adam Brody on the OC. The 4th season, they weren't together, but they got married in the show in the 4th season.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
it's a lot.
Hopefully all will be well.
Happens all the time.
All will be well for Outer Banks.
Yeah.